Welcome to the Lose Your Big Ass Stomach podcast. I'm your host, Jay Jackson, and my mission here is to help you get rid of that big ass stomach and take back control of your health so that you can look and feel your best by being the best version of yourself, mentally and physically, while destroying the mediocre agenda society is trying to brainwash you into, and breaking our families' generational curses of being unhealthy by being a healthy and fit role model. It's time to set a new standard. It's time to set a new standard of living. If you find the podcast helpful, be sure to hit that follow button because that helps us build a movement. Let's go.
One of the biggest things that a lot of people reach out to me for is not just wanting to lose 30, 40, 50 plus pounds. They want to get rid of belly fat. They want to be able to slim down their waistline. That way they're not hiding in big clothes because their stomach is so big. That way they're not trying to avoid, photos because their clothes don't fit. Here's what you need to do. Because most folks, what I see when they reach out to me in the DMs, they're doing all these ab workouts. They're doing, the six-pack ab workout they found on YouTube, or they're doing some detox diet that they found on Instagram. And all these things have a place, but it's not the main thing that's going to help you lose belly fat. What happens most time, if you're just focusing on doing ab exercises, you're going to get stronger with those ab workouts. The abs will get stronger, but the fat is still going to be covering up your abs. The fat is still going to be covering up that slim waistline that you want to see, that is under there, but it's just covered up by all the squishy fat that you have, or the love handles, okay? Here's the first thing that I teach my coaching clients, okay? My high-level coaching clients who are already extremely busy, just like most of you guys, is you have to shift from just working out to doing what I call lifestyle-based training. Lifestyle-based training. Here's what I mean by this. I was just speaking to a young lady earlier, actually, and she's a high-level individual. She works in I think it was like business administration or something like that, and having a hard time losing weight. She goes to the gym 3 days a week, but she's been struggling with these same 15, 20 pounds for the past 6 to 12 months. And one of the big things is this. If you're going to the gym, but you're not seeing results on a weekly basis or even monthly basis, you're doing something wrong. Because if you keep doing what you're doing right now, you can't expect to get different results if you keep doing what you've been doing, because what you've been doing has gotten you to where you are now. So there has to be something that changes, okay? And so you have to have a plan. You have to shift from just working out to training. Training is having a plan that supports your goals, your fitness level, and yes, your lifestyle. This is why what I do is called lifestyle-based training, because there are other professionals that can give you a training plan, but does it support your lifestyle? Most high-achieving professionals, like the ones I help, they can't work out 7 days a week for 3-4 hours a day. They may only work out 3 days a week or 4 days a week, but then the days that they work out vary. Some of my coaching clients work out Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. Other ones work out Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So you have to have something that supports your schedule. That way you can be consistent. Because even if you have the right training plan, where you're hitting the gym, you have some structure with what you're doing, if you can't stick with it, what's the point of doing it? Because if you can't stick with it, you're going to fall off and lose the results. And so the training part of it is very significant because of a couple of reasons. It's not just to tone up, because training is going to help you tone. That's why you need to lift weights. It's going to help you tone your arms, your legs, and your waistline, okay? But the other side of it is going to help you manage your stress. A lot of people I help, high performers, they're busy. They get into it. They're not worried about not having no motivation. They're trying to get results. And so it's hard to get results if you don't have confidence in the process to get these results. But it's kind of like playing sports. Like I grew up playing sports, playing football, running track. When my coach told me to run this play, run in this direction right here, then juke this person like this, then do a spin, I had a game plan. I wasn't like winging it. Because when you're winging it, you don't have the confidence. It's stressful. And so instead, have a plan. That means you're moving with purpose when you hit the gym. You know, week over week, week after week, you're going to see progress. Week after week, you're going to get stronger. Week after week, you're going to notice other areas of your life. Your clothes are going to start fitting better. I did client check-ins between Mondays and Tuesdays, and yesterday when I was doing some check-ins, a couple of my coaching clients were like, man, I feel so much better. I can sleep so much better now. I think it was Renelle who was saying that. She's like, the weight's coming off a little slow, but man, I feel so much better. Sleeping so much better. And everyone's journey is different. Some people are going to drop weight significantly quicker than other people. But that doesn't mean that there's not other areas of improvement. Your energy getting better. You're able to manage your blood sugar. Some folks who reach out to me have high A1C levels, pre-diabetes, type 2 diabetes. A lot of people just think, oh, I just got to cut out the sugar. Not realizing that if you lift weights and you exercise and train the right way, in a way that supports your lifestyle, that's going to help regulate your blood sugar too. Having more muscle, okay? Very important. I'm not talking about like a bodybuilder, but you have to have lean muscle, okay? So that's the first thing that you need to do that's going to help you tighten tone and get rid of belly fat. The second thing is this, which is probably one of the most important things. If you're not prioritizing protein in your diet, you are going to have a hard time losing belly fat. Because most generic average trainers are going to teach you calorie intake. Calorie in, calorie out. But what if you're in a calorie deficit, but you feel tired all the time? You're starving. You feel like you need to go to sleep all the time. You're having brain fog. That's what happens when you have generic meal planning and you're not prioritizing things like protein, fiber, healthy fats. These are the types of things that are going to allow for you to lose belly fat, but also keep it off because you have energy. You feel well, and so that way you're going to want to continue to live that lifestyle because it's allowing you to be able to thrive in your career and in your personal life because you have energy. A lot of people don't think about this, but if you're tired all the time and you have gut health issues, which influences your mental health issues most times too, it's going to be hard to feel motivated. It's going to be hard to do the things and perform at the level you want to in your career. It's going to be hard to, do everything that you have to do at work and then still come home and have energy for the people that you love and care about. You won't have that energy if you're not eating well. I'm talking about if you're waking up eating croissants, donuts, and bagels, things like that, and you wonder why you have brain fog, wondering why you're mentally exhausted, versus eating some type of protein, whether it be eggs, egg whites, egg omelets, all different other proteins that I teach my coaching clients inside my program. These are the types of things that help. These little small shifts make a significant difference in losing belly fat, having energy, and being able to keep the results long term. The last thing is this. You have to have structure. You have to have structure in your lifestyle. The same way you were able to start to excel and perform in your career at a high level, they gave you structure on what you need to do before you start your shift, during your shift, and even after your shift. If you have a business, there's routines and things that you do on a daily and weekly basis to make sure that your business thrives. You have to treat your body and your health like a business. You're the CEO of your body. Meaning, you have to have structure with your eating routine. You have to have structure with how many meals you're eating throughout the day, your meal frequency, your portions. If you just wing it and you don't know your calorie and protein intake, guys, it's going to be hard to get results. It's going to be hard to lose that weight and keep it off and have the confidence in knowing that you have control, that you're doing the right things to lose the belly fat and keep it off. Some people can luck up and lose it, but those are the same people who end up gaining it back because they didn't have true confidence and clarity on what steps they really need to take to lose the belly fat. They just got lucky. That happens sometimes. But you don't want to be the person who wins based on luck. You want to be the person who wins based on confidence and knowing what to do. Guys, the way I can just show up on a daily basis and do content and just produce because I know what I'm doing works. I've helped hundreds, over 800 plus coaching clients. I've been doing this over 15 years. How do you think when I did in-person training out here in Buckhead, Atlanta, I wasn't a cheap trainer. I was charging $1,000 up to $2,000 a month as a trainer, as a professional trainer, not just a weekend certification trainer. Some people, they want 5-star level results, but they're not taking their health seriously and a level of commitment to get that 5-star level results. They have 5-star level results, but 1-star effort. Not going to get the results that way, guys. You're gonna start a program or start a workout routine and stop, start a diet and stop because you're not fully committed. That's why the only people I like to help are people who are fully committed. I don't need to pressure them into joining. The people who join my coaching program, they don't need to be pressured into joining. They don't need to be motivated into joining. They need a game plan. They ready. They're ready to get the belly fat off. They're ready to have more energy because they know what's on the other side of them having more energy, having more confidence in their body, loving the way they look, not hiding behind their clothes, because their clothes don't fit, so they got to wear bigger clothes, not hiding it and not wanting to take photos. They don't want to have to worry about that stuff anymore. And so that's more than enough motivation for them to get started and be willing to invest in their health. Because on the other side, you have that better life. No more belly fat. No more stressing and worrying about things getting worse. No more high blood pressure, type 2 diabetes, and sleep apnea, and erectile dysfunction. Guys, you got to start being committed to really just having this level of disgust with your situation. Most people that they just keep living the same life and things get worse, they don't get to a point of like, I am no longer willing to accept the way my body looking. I'm no longer willing to play small. I know I have more potential and I'm tired of leaving my potential on the table. I'm ready to excel in my career, not just do well. I'm ready to be that example for my family, not just get by. I'm ready to be that role model that everybody admires in my community and my family, not just be somebody there that's just kind of like taking up space, saying, just trying to get through the day. No, the type of people I help are high achievers. They set the standard. And part of you being able to set the standard for other people is you setting the standard for yourself. Not looking for somebody to hold your hand, plead and hope and chase after you to do something that you're supposed to want to do yourself. Those type of folks struggle for years because they keep on, well, what's the cost of the different training programs? Like these type of folks, they stay stuck forever. Sad, but honest truth. I've been doing it for over 15 years. I see these same people that still follow me. They just soak up all the free content, still stuck. But the people who take action, who commit, not halfway, but all the way, go all in on themselves, start showing up for themselves and the people they love and care about. These are the type of people that they're already doing well in their career, but they start to excel, like take off. Family life is okay, but it gets way better. They start to get that new spark in their relationship. I had a coaching client of mine. I'm not gonna say their name, but they were like, man, coach, I ain't know the weight loss to go do as much as it did, but man, me and my wife, man, we having so much more fun now. My wife, she posted me on her stories the other day, man, she don't even do stuff like that, man, but God, man, I feel this, man, you can change my life, coach. You see what I'm saying? This stuff is life-changing. But you have to commit to make that life change happen. You can't half-ass it. Because half-assing it give you half-assing it results. Just trying it give you just trying it results. You got to commit. This is how you lose the belly fat and keep it off. Alright? But that's it. We out of here. Let's get it.
Yo, appreciate you for tapping in and listening to the podcast episode today. Hopefully you found it valuable, and if you did and you want to learn more about how I can help you lose the big ass stomach, transform your body, and get your health on point, DM me real results over on Instagram at JJacksonOfficial for more information, and I'll reach back out to you to do what I can to help you hit those health and fitness goals. Let's get it.